Right, are we back?
Yes,
So now I have a new topic. Volume. Okay, volume of solids or volume, anything else. Volume of solids. Right. So again, we'll look at the volume of the same shapes we just looked at now. Right. So we have the pyramid first of all. Okay. Right. We'll look at the pyramid and the cone both. Okay. Right. Cone. We'll draw a small table. Then that's easier. And what about the sphere? Is it similar? It's not related to that, is it? Yeah. Hmm. Can we do? Right. For now, I just look at the volume of the cone and the pyramid, right? Okay. We look at both of them together. Now, if I had a cuboid, right, with a square base, okay, mm, say something like that. Okay. If this was, let's say, 6 centimeters, and if this was 6 centimeters, and if the total area, not the area, the volume, okay, if I told the total volume of this, okay, was 360 centimeters cube, right? What will be the height of this?
10
This is
centimeters.
cube of 10 centimeters, right? So 6 times 6 will be 36, and we multiply by the height, right?
Yes,
Okay. Now, the same thing if we had a pyramid, okay? Mm, So before the pyramid, so what actually happened is we multiply the base by the height, right? Okay. Now, what about for a cylinder? How would you find the volume of a cylinder?
it's cross-sectional area into height.
Cross-section area means again the base, right? The circular part times the height. The area of the circular part times the height. Hmm? Again, the cross-section area means this part, right? This part. No,
Yes, sir.
right? So that's the again. Let's take this as the base. Base times height. Okay. So now for the cone, now we can see now this has a base like a square, right? The pyramid also has a square base, right?
Yes, sir.
And this cone cylinder has a circular base. The cone also has a circular base, right? Are we clear? So the base of both the objects are same, right?
Okay.
But changes is in a pyramid and cone, the top is sort of missing. It's just pointed, right? Like this, it's all cubes. I mean, yeah, it's made out of rectangles, and this is it has the same thing on top, but for a cone, it will be pointed like this, no? Pyramid also, it will be pointed, right? Like that. Are you clear about that part?
Yes, sir.
So again, cone also has a circular base, and a pyramid also has a square base. So bases are same. Let's just assume that. So if you drew a table, right, like this, say, I can write it. That, that. We can write shape. Hmm. Area. No, that's not right. Let's just go on. Okay. We don't need the area, we need the volume. So we can write cuboid, right? Will be equal to, if we find the, let's say, area. What is the area of a cuboid? Base into height, right? Let's say cuboid with a square base. And if you take the base length as A, what would it be?
A square.
A squared. So A squared into H. H is the height. A squared H. Okay. Then we have square base. Right. And you have the pyramid. Again, square based. Right. This will be the volume of the area. It's a different color for that. Shape. Area. Keep writing area. Volume. And let's say same base shape. Okay, same base. That's the shape. Then you have the volume again, right?
Okay.
Okay, so we can write the table like that. Because a pyramid and the cuboid has the same base, the volume of the cube is going to be the base times the height, a squared into h. Pyramid also has the same perpendicular height, h, and the same base, a, so a squared. So we can just write 1 over 3 into a squared h. That's it. The volume of pyramid with the same base and same height is going to be 1 over 3 of the volume of the cube. That's it. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So the volume of a cube is base times the height. If we had a pyramid with the same base and the same height, perpendicular height, not the height of not the slanted height, the perpendicular height, okay?
Perfect.
The perpendicular height will be h. It will be 1 over 3 into a squared h. That's it. Okay? Now if you take cylinder, right? The second shape. This is 1. This is 2. We have cylinder, right? cylinder, it has to have a circle base, right? That we know, so I'm not going to mention it. So what would it be? Pi r squared into h, right?
Yes, sir. Pi r squared.
Pi r squared is the base. Okay, that's a radius equals h. But Right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Okay. Let me just see. Yeah, the network got disconnected all of a sudden. Hmm. Still loading. Right. Right. So we were at this table, right? Right. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. We were at this table. So the volume of a cylinder would be pi r squared into h. Again, the base into height. Right.
Okay.
What about for a cone? What do you think?
1/3 into pi r square h.
Yeah. So again, if we multiply the base into the height or the cross section to the perpendicular height, right? We can just multiply that by 1/3 to get the cone and pyramid or anything with a pointer end, right? So a cuboid, again, if it's a base, square base, we multiply the height, it'll be a squared into h. And the pyramid is the same base and same height will be 1/3 into s squared h. Again, cylinder would be the base, which is pi r squared times the height. We have a cone of the same base and the same height, 1/3 into pi r squared. Copy this step down and tell me when you're done.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. So next, the volume of a sphere. Okay, now this one is the oddball on these two. Okay. Now if you take this same cylinder, okay, this cylinder, right, and its volume, okay, which will be this, okay.
Okay, sir.
Now the volume of a cone is 1/3 of this volume, right?
Yes.
Right. So
Yes,
the
sir.
volume of a sphere is the remaining, if you understand that. Not, yeah. See, so the remaining of this. So what is this minus this? So the total volume of the cylinder would be pi RH, right? Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so internet connection is a bit slow, so the board is loading. Mhm. So what I was saying was the volume of the cone, okay, and the volume of a sphere. If you add those together, we get the volume of a cylinder. Did you get that?
Yes, sir.
Now let's say again, let's take the circumscribing cylinder, okay, which means the diameter of the ball is equal to the height of the cylinder, right?
Okay, sir.
And if you take a cone with the same height, so the diameter of the ball, the height of the cone, the height of the cylinder, all three are same now. Okay, the radius is also the same, right? So if you add the volume of the sphere and the cone, we get the volume of the cylinder. Because cylinder is big one, okay? Sphere is round, so space on all around, right? Because it's circular on the top and bottom. You have some space. And like also the cone, right? The cone is pointed, we have some space. So that means whatever is left over from the cylinder when we subtract the area of the cone is the area of a sphere, right? So we'll take the area of this and this, right? So this should be equal to, okay, the area of the cylinder should be equal to the area of the cone plus, I mean, the volume of the cone plus the volume of the sphere. For the sphere, I'll just write x over here, right?
Okay, sir.
So instead of this h, we can write 2r, which is the height of the sphere, right? So pi r squared times 2r would be what? Pi r squared times 2r equals 1 over
Two,
3 times
2 pi
pi
r
r
cube.
squared 2r. Sorry? 2 pi r cube, right? Equals, okay, 2 over 3 into pi r cube plus x. X is the volume of the sphere which you're trying to find now.
Okay.
Okay, so to find x, we just have to substitute it, right? Subject it. Equals 2, wait, 2 pi r cube minus 2 over 3 pi r cube. What is the answer we get? So we have to get the common denominator, which should be, so I have to multiply this by 3 over 3. Okay, 3 times this. Okay,
Okay, sir. 4 pi r cube.
so 6 pi r cube minus 2 pi r cube would be
4, 3. Over
let's
3 pi r cube.
6 pi r cube. That's correct, right? I'm just writing this so you get a better idea. Cube over 2 over 3. So common denominator, we can just write x is equal to 6 minus 2 will be 4 over 3 pi r cube. So that's the area of a sphere.
Okay.
Area of a sphere is equal to 4 pi r cube. And don't worry, for the paper, in the beginning of the paper, they give all the formulas, okay?
Okay, sir.
So it's better to have an idea in case they don't give it, but for the last year, the year before that, they gave. So just in case, remember it.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
Volume of a sphere should be equal to 4 pi r cube. Right? So that's it. The volume lesson is complete. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you can write this as the volume of the sphere after the table.
Okay.
Okay. After writing, did you write the table already?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So write this down. Volume of sphere is equal to 3. 3 pi r cube.
Okay, sir.
Right. So let's take a look at a question. Right. Okay. So in this question, we are only going to be looking at the top part, not this part. Okay. Because that's related to logs and that's a different lesson, right?
Okay, sir.
Usually these questions are very easy, right? Okay. Can you read the question? Question number 9.
Yes, sir. 9 small solid metal right pyramids, each with a square base of side length A and height 2A, are melted, and a solid right circular cylinder of base radius R and height 3R is made without any wastage of metal. Show that A cube equals pi over 2 R cube.
Right. So did you understand it? So what are they saying?
Mm,
Solid metal pyramids, right? So we have the pyramid. Okay. So we need the volume of pyramid. Square base, side length. Okay. Square base, side length, height 2A. Okay. Are melted into a solid right circular cylinder.
indeed.
Cylinder, right? So that are 9 small pyramids are melted and made into a cylinder without any waste.
Okay, sir.
So what should the idea be? So we have 9 pyramids, which should be equal to one cylinder, right? They
Yes,
made
sir.
one cylinder with 9 pyramids. Okay, so we just write it roughly, right?
Okay, sir.
9 times volume of pyramid. I'll just write pyramids, right? Pyramids, 9 pyramid is equal to the volume of a cylinder,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay. Now, what is the area of a pyramid? The volume. How do you find the volume of a pyramid? 1 over 3 into
3 into A square H.
1 over 3 into A squared H. A is the side length of the base and H is the height. Cylinder, how do you find the volume?
4 over 3 into pi r cube.
Cylinder or sphere, that is
Sorry. Cylinder is pi r H.
pi r squared H, right? Pi r squared H. Right?
Okay, sir.
Are you clear? Any doubts?
This is clear, sir.
Okay. So in this case, now they're telling the pyramids. Okay, let's read that question again. Each with a square base of side length A That's already in the formula, right? And a height of 2a. So what should we do for this height? We should substitute 2a, right?
2a.
So 9 times 1 over 3, I'm going to write times a squared times 2a,
2.
right? Will be equal to, and then for the cylinder, base radius r and height 3r. So again, for the here, the radius is already r, so I'm going to write pi r squared times the height is going to be 3r. They have mentioned it. 3r. I agree with that.
Yes, sir.
So now let's simplify it. When we simplify it, we should get this. We should automatically get that, right? So what can you simplify? Can you simplify this 3 and 9? Yes. That should be 3. Okay, so 3 times 2a will be 6a, right? 6a times a squared, right, equals pi square into 3r will be 3 pi r cube. So 6a cube is equal to 3 pi r cube. Okay, we have gotten this far. Now we have to check again what they're asking. We have to substitute a cube. Okay, subject a cube. So we just bring the 6 to the other side, right?
Yes.
Yep. And so a cube equals 3 over pi r cube into 6. So we can divide this, that will be 2, and this will be 1. So we get a cube equals pi over 2 times r cube. That's what you have to find. Let's see. Easy. Now this is the 2024 O-level paper, huh? Not the exercise book question, and that's it. And for this part, for the log part, we just have to find the value. That means we just have to simplify it, okay? Logarithm is an easy thing. Simplify, find the value. And from a solid cube with cross-section area, side length, blah, blah, blah. Again, we have to find the area from the volume of this cuboid, right? So basically say that's it. For the volume part, that's all you need from this.
Okay, sir.
What we have to do is we just have to write the equations. We just have to figure out what they're telling and how we can use it and simplify it.
Okay, sir.
So if you're doing the O levels, this is an easy question which you can do. But you have to be very careful. If let's say now one of these log values, okay, if you get one of these values wrong, even a decimal point, then your final answer will be wrong, okay?
Okay, sir.
Right? We can even do this now, I think. Better not, now you might get confused with logarithms. And use the log tables. You can do this question without using the log tables as well. But since they are asking to do it, it's better to do it like that. Now let's say you have to choose 5 questions, right? From each part A and part B,
Yes, sir.
right? Let's say you did 4 questions and the 5th question you are unable to do. And you don't know logarithms or forgot logarithms. That way you can still find the final answer. They'll give marks for that. You'll lose 2 marks or 3 marks in this logarithm part. That's it. Okay? Or even 4. Let's say worst case scenario 4 marks. Final answer 1 mark. And for this part we get 5 marks. 10 marks all there. Right? So something. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Keep that in mind. Okay? Right. Any doubts?
No, sir. Up to this, it's clear.
Let's see if I can find another question for you. Let's look at another password question. What time is the next class?
At 7, sir.
7 o'clock.
Yes.
Right. We have 12 minutes. We can finish it. Okay. T20. That's why the 2025 O level paper, that's the last paper, right? What basket subjects are you doing for O levels?
Commerce, ICT, and dance.
Commerce, ICT, and dance. Okay. Because no matter what you do, don't do English literature.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's one of the hardest subjects. I think dance, even though you have the practicals, it should be easier. Because of the English literature, the mark scheme isn't very accurate. That's the thing.
First I thought to do, but then before before in grade 9 I went for a class in that I thought not to do literature.
Yeah, literature is a bit of a difficult subject. Let's see, what are the questions? Okay, I think you can do this question. It's right. What about this question? Question number 4. Can you do that myself?
Yeah, so I'll try.
Try. So no need to do this part, the logarithm part, just the volume part.
Okay, sir.
Just have to prove that h is equal to pi r cube over 24. Are you done?
Certainly.
Right. I'll give you 2 more minutes.